You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
Na doch.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito
Nein, wir sind die
committed suicide.
Komplizen.
End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
Ja, indirekt sind wir ja Komplizen.
You're right. In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Ja, okay. So kann man sich ausdrücken.
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Ja, weil du, Kazuichi, auf den falschen Rückschluss gegangen bist.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide. No, it's not.
Eben.
Chiaki?
Ja, wir haben doch die Feuergranaten geschmissen. Wir haben das Gas in den Raum reingetan. Er ist durch unsere Hand gestorben.
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
Dass wir Nagito umgebracht haben. Wir sind die Mörder.
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
Ja.
Horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could the same moment be when we all threw the grenades?
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Ja, eben.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito. If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
Hier. Da wir alle Container rumgeschmissen haben, sind wir alle 5, alle 6, alle 6 die Mörder. Das geht aber gegen die Regeln. Oh, jetzt wird's interessant.
One of us.
Oder hatte wirklich nur ein Behälter getauscht? Weil wenn ja, dann ist das einfach nur... Was ist, wenn jeder in diesem Raum jemand anderes nimmt? Ist dann per Zufall entschieden?
What the heck?
Jetzt bin ich sehr interessiert.
One of us threw the poisoned grenade that killed Nagito?
Schon wieder bin ich an... Also ich habe die erste Hälfte habe ich gut hinbekommen. Habe ich gut verraten. Sobald der Cluster wieder losging, ein Twist nach dem anderen, den ich nicht vorhersehen konnte.
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Ja.
What the heck? But you said so yourself. You said Nagito
Ja.
committed suicide.
Man kann seine Meinung auch noch ändern, wenn man andere Fakten dazu bezieht. Das haben wir getan, deswegen wollten wir ja noch weiterreden.
Then who killed Nagito?
Einer von uns.
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Ja, einer von uns.
Do you know?
Wenn ich nach Nagitos Glück gehen würde, dann würde ich sagen, es trifft genau den richtigen. Also Hajime.
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Hä? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was...
Crap!
Oh, none of us could have prepared the poison fire grenade. What?
Crap!
Hä?
I see! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes
Ja,
ago.
das verwirrt mich jetzt gerade. Hä? Aber er kann ja nicht selbst werfen.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Er kann nicht. Nagito.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Ja.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
Um seine Leiche und den Treasure zu revealen. Reason make someone throw the poison to destroy the evidence to get our attention to commit suicide.
I see!
Nehmen wir halt das langweilige, sichtliche.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
Ja.
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
Weil er so stirbt.
It was a trap.
Genau.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Ja.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
Ja. Wahrscheinlich.
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Und durch sein Glück hat er das auch noch erreicht.
What? What the hell?
Genau.
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Ja, möchte doch jemand das nochmal zusammenfassen?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
Ja, wie gesagt, möchte noch jemand das nochmal zusammenfassen?
The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Ja. Das dann nicht selber? Er hat ja selbst geatmet, er hätte ja die Luft anhalten können.
Are you fucking serious?
Ja.
Was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
Ja.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
Die ultimate Despair. Hm?
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me
Ja,
as
wenn
the
wir
killer.
danach gehen, könnte ja jeder von uns sagen, dass er schuld dran
That's
ist.
not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
Ja.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Ja, eben. Ein Rätsel, was nicht gelöst werden kann, kann nicht gelöst werden.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
Das ist auch ein guter Punkt.
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Okay.
How can you? I'm so chill. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do? No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Okay. Hau raus, Chiaki.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Okay.
Hajime, please.
Ja. Sind wir beauftragte Durchkauer. That's right, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Ja, mal los. Argument. So, was haben wir denn hier? What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Das habe ich noch nicht. Right before switching to poison. What's placed inside the break room? Habe ich nicht. What's beyond the Monokuma panel? Habe ich nicht. His whole body wasn't tied up. How did he support the spear? So. In order to hurt himself. Nagito prepped up the knife with something. The reason we went to the warehouse was inside the thrown fire grenade was what made the spear fall. Okay. Dann muss das hier hin. Okay. Block 2. Gut, das Bild kann ich schon mal ausschließen. Das heißt, alle Bilder sind später. Wir sind tied up. So. Ja, Stock Free.